Landing a role at leading tech companies like Google, Meta, or Amazon demands more than technical expertise. It requires strategic preparation across every stage of the hiring process. The Tech Interview Handbook, a free resource crafted by engineers who have successfully navigated this journey, provides a holistic roadmap to tackle coding interviews, system design, behavioral assessments, and offer negotiations. Its step-by-step structure, curated question lists, and insider tips eliminate guesswork, enabling candidates to focus on high-impact tasks while avoiding common pitfalls. By combining disciplined practice with the handbook's battle-tested frameworks, aspiring engineers can maximize their chances of success in today's competitive job market. The journey begins with building a FANG-ready resume, a critical yet often underestimated step. The handbook emphasizes optimizing resumes for applicant tracking systems (ATS) by using relevant keywords such as microservices, distributed systems, or machine learning to pass automated screenings. It advises quantifying achievements, example, reduced API latency by 40% using Redis caching, and tailoring projects to highlight technical depth, collaboration, and impact. For career switchers, the guide includes tips on showcasing transferable skills through open-source contributions or freelance work. Without a polished resume that aligns with recruiter expectations, even highly skilled candidates risk early rejection. Mastering coding interviews forms the core of technical preparation. The handbook's Blind 75 and Grind 75 lists, carefully curated to cover essential problem-solving patterns like sliding window, topological sorting, and graph traversal, help candidates prioritize quality over quantity. For time-crunched learners, the Grind 75 tool generates adaptive study plans, such as a 4-week intensive track or a 8-week balanced schedule. Python is recommended for its concise syntax and rich standard library, but the guide stresses consistency with a language you are fluent in. Key strategies include practicing on a whiteboard to simulate interview conditions, timing each problem to build speed, and using mnemonics to memorize algorithm steps. The handbook also warns against hacking solutions without explaining trade-offs, as interviewers prioritize clear communication and systematic problem solving. For mid-level and senior roles, system design interviews test architectural skills. The handbook breaks down complex concepts like sharding, consistent hashing, and leader election into digestible frameworks. For example, when designing a URL shortener, candidates learn to calculate storage needs. Example, 100 million daily links requires X terabytes annually, and justify database choices, SQL versus NoSQL. Real-world case studies, such as scaling Twitter's feed or designing a ride-sharing app, help candidates articulate trade-offs between consistency, availability, and partition tolerance, CAP theorem. The guide also highlights red flags like over-engineering solutions or ignoring edge cases, which can cost offers. Behavioral interviews, often overlooked, require equal attention. The handbook provides structured frameworks like STAR, situation, task, action, result, to answer questions such as describe a time you failed. It includes company-specific advice such as aligning answers with Amazon's leadership principles or Google's focus on googliness. Sample responses demonstrate how to discuss conflicts diplomatically. Example, I mediated a team disagreement by focusing on shared goals. Or showcase initiative. Example, I proposed a caching layer that reduced server costs by 25%. Mock interviews with platforms like Pramp or Exponent allow candidates to refine their storytelling and receive feedback on tone and body language. After acing interviews, offer negotiation becomes the final hurdle. The handbook decodes compensation components, base salary, stock options, signing bonuses, and teaches tactics to leverage competing offers. For example, it advises candidates to anchor high. Example, based on market data, I'm seeking $X, while remaining collaborative. Real-life examples illustrate how to negotiate equity refreshers or remote work flexibility, not just monetary terms. Testimonials from engineers who secured 50K plus increases using these strategies underscore their effectiveness. Throughout the process, the handbook stresses consistency and adaptability, offering planners to track progress, techniques to avoid burnout, and advice for non-traditional candidates on addressing resume gaps and highlighting unconventional experience. By integrating these strategies with the handbook's resources, candidates can confidently enter interviews backed by a proven framework trusted by engineers at every career stage. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. Also, comment down below if you have insights to share.